Well, yeah, some guy bowed and welcomed us in. Oh, excuse me.
The zombies are coming. The zombies are coming. The zombies are coming.
Oh, good. You mean La Boo Boo?
The zombies are coming.
Oh, nice.
What's up, everybody? It's the zombie, and all of us here. We're ready to play some D&D on this fine Sunday. Oh, it's gorgeous out. Oh, look at the pretty red cardinal. We got a pretty red cardinal outside.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome in, everybody. Thank you again for coming in for a happy Sunday of D&D with us. The weather is changing. We all are so happy. So announcements real quick as always. All streams for 2025 are extra live streams, which means you can click that link that's in chat or in the About Me section and donate to a great cause that helps children's hospitals all over the United States. Let's see. Stream schedule for this week. I may be doing a stream on Monday since there will be no stream on Friday, and there will not be a D&D stream next Sunday as all of us will be in Hannibal, Missouri for the Big River Steampunk Festival. So if you're in that area and you want to come down, it's completely free to get in, and you can see us, get pictures, autographs, whatever you want. Buy us some sarsaparilla. We'd love you a long
Have you
time.
noticed that no matter what you
And
do in
it's
City
not going to be 8,000 degrees, I don't think.
No,
So
it
like
is
it
not.
might even be enjoyable this year.
Yeah, yeah. So it is going to be great. We are going to be working on fixing up and repairing a little cosplay stuff here and there today. And packing up so we're ready to go because we leave early Friday morning to get down there. You guys are leaving Friday night, or are you getting there Saturday morning? I can't remember.
I think we both got Friday off, so we'll probably leave somewhere in the late afternoonish. I don't think check-in's till 3 or something. So
All right. Yeah, we're gonna get there and go down to the festival and stuff during the day. And Friday night, our friends from the Rock Society are hosting a mystery murder game. It's actually quite fun and interesting. A little racist, but it's an older game, so we got to kind of go with it. But we helped them set it up, so we kind of know a little about it. But we're gonna play dumb. I mean, well, she's gonna play dumb. I'm just gonna be myself.
right.
Right. And then
He probably remembers more of it than I do.
probably. Unfortunately, it's probably the entire like everyone's dialogue and everything's probably stored in my brain somewhere.
Well, and the thing is I don't want to give anything away. It's not a genre that zombie cares
Yeah, this year's theme is Wild West for the murder
Hmm.
mystery,
They want
and
that
that is the
full.
one era of history that I could give a fuck less about. Because there was so much more cool, interesting things going on in the world during that time frame. The expansion of America is not it. So, and the stuff I do know about the Wild West is the darker things they don't want you to know. So, but yes, it's going to be fun for everybody this weekend. Uh, it's going to be nice. We're going to get to hang out with our friends. So, yay!
Yeah, super
Yeah,
excited.
we're gonna have some fun.
So, but yeah, so my stream schedule this week, Monday is up in the air because I don't usually stream Mondays, but since we're not doing a Friday stream, I may do a stream. I may not. It really depends on everything else. But I will be doing Borderlands Tuesday through Thursday, and like I said, no Friday, no Sunday. So, as any word on your concepts of life?
No,
Nope.
we may get a little closer. We got Dieter's computer cleaned up, and we started playing Valheim a little bit the other night. And
Nice.
if she starts wanting to game more, I might make a couple stream or something. But
Yeah.
otherwise, nothing serious at all.
Well, I was pondering, and this is something we can discuss more later, but uh you have the Sea of Thieves game, correct?
Yeah,
We could always do a nighttime get together of Sea of Thieves because it's free on Game Pass, so I have it. Shebe
oh,
has it.
nice. Yeah, we
So
both got it.
we could pirate it together.
Mhm. It's a
Arr.
fun game. We used to do it quite a bit, and then I got a little aggressive on PvP, and Dieter didn't like it. So we're like, we'll find something more relaxing to play. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not big on the
Uh-oh.
that's one of the reasons I didn't get into it is because I don't like the PvP aspect of it. I love the just the game part of it. It was cute and kind of reminded me of old school World of Warcraft graphics, and
Yeah,
it was very fun. But then yeah, like you get in there and you're just not trying to fuck with anyone. You're just sailing along. All of a sudden, some asshole's blowing up your ship for no reason. And you're like, fuck off. Like I literally don't have anything. I've yet to do a single quest. I just stole a ship.
yeah. Well, they
So
added safer seas
yeah.
like earlier this year, so you just play by yourself now if you want to.
Well, I was thinking we would get, if you guys wanted to, we could always get a group together and play that at night. And then if we
Mhm.
wanted to do group streaming, we could. We could all stream
Yeah,
it. So,
she might be down for that.
yeah, so trying to find us games that we can all play. So, of course, if you guys ever get Borderlands 3, we can all play Borderlands 3 together, or 4 when it comes out.
Man,
1 and 2, unfortunately, do not have cosplay, which sucks because I would love to play the first one with you guys because that's my favorite one. Even though everyone's
hmm.
like the second one's better, I really like the first one better.
I like two.
2 is a great game. They fixed a lot of shit that sucked in 1, and they did a great job. It's just I felt the story in 1 was a better
And
story.
and then I love Gage in three.
Yeah, 3, it's a hit and miss game. I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
Hmm.
I can't wait for 4. I'm torn on which characters.
I just want to pull Gage and play all the games with Gage.
If they could do that.
She's a necromancer.
Hmm.
She got a mech suit that's a bear.
No, the bear suit is not Gage.
Yes, it is.
No, that is Moz.
No.
Gate. Bet me money right now.
No, I don't bet money.
Gage summons the Grim Reaper robot type thing. It's a floating torso robot that fights for her. As where Maz is the one who has the bear mech suit. Bet me $100. Bet me something fun in the bedroom. I will pull the video up right now. It will take me 2 seconds to prove you wrong.
The little girl.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not betting him anything.
She may not be Betty, but this is a matter of
He
mine.
has to be right. That's what it is.
I don't have to be right. I just want
No,
to be
you
right.
have to be right. Because you're that competitive.
I do a video here. Just like there's all these story videos, but
Let's go to images.
Can make bad decisions. We're gonna drive, right,
gotta
big guy?
be the voice. This is more important than D&D.
Because he's got to be right.
It's not that I gotta be right. You're just pissing me off.
Looks like a new Vault Hunter has arrived on Pandora. By Jove, it's Gage!
Hello to you.
Chromancer. Don't be fooled by her rather adorable exterior, chums. Which can mask her with the very best. Take her little big trouble, which makes Gage's electrical attacks considerably more... Well, let's take a guess at this. Now, you may have noticed several things. Firstly, that when Gage kills an enemy with a critical hit, their death creates a massive electrical storm around. Secondly, that when Gage's enemies take shock damage, they have a chance to be lit on fire. And thirdly, that the previous two things I mentioned are rather awesome. But I haven't even mentioned one of Gage's greatest weapons, Death Trap.
Like this torso of pure awesomeness.
This hovering pugilist
Who
contains
sums that?
manner
Now,
of terror.
Boz.
Plus, Cage had the bear.
No, Boz has the bear.
What does Moz look like? Just show me an image.
Leader said Dars are on day with his battles. See an easy out. Afterwards, my Iron Bear class mech would be all mine. Routine gig, he said. Routine gig irons. It's a death trap. We never stood a chance.
And Moz is in 2.
Boz is in 3. Gage is in 3.
Always got the name wrong.
The rest of my squad was wiped out. But Iron Bear kept me alive.
He was the one who chose, like, Pika's triple bubble gum. Yep.
Now he's all I've got.
Yeah.
She looks like a young girl too.
We look out for each
She
other.
is number 3. There, sorry. We had to solve this little dispute.
So I had the names wrong.
The name is basically how you know which
It is
character it is. I'm gonna start calling your character in this game Tercel and then call Az's character Sarah and see how that works. Okay?
They were both necromancers. They're
No. The Iron Bear is not a necronancer class. The Iron Bear class is more of a soldier class with a tech unit.
Okay.
The Necromancer uses mechanical and elemental skills combined to make the Death Trap robot creature attack. They're different. You ride around in the robot, or you can have it as Sentinel. But
Yeah. But he
Anyways.
also has elemental.
yes. Well, everything has elemental in Borderlands.
See. So it's hard for me to go, yeah, this is that and that's that.
That's a subtle difference between warlocks and wizards, okay? I'm telling you.
Oh, and I'm telling you, if I saw one in D&D life, I'd be like, you're a wizard. Be like, no, I'm a warlock. You're a wizard.
No, because the warlock and wizard will fight you over that difference because one is a patron
And
that
in
gives
my head-
magic and one is years of school learning.
Yes, and in my head, I'd be like, you're all wizards.
And then they pop your head.
So I said, in my head, I would be like, you're all wizards.
And you'd be wrong. So
And I'm okay with being wrong, sir. Unlike you.
hey, I know my lore, what I'm talking about. As is just sitting there like, I'm going to type in pretty things.
He says,
I'm
I'm
trying
getting
to-
out of this.
I'm still using D&D Beyond despite my better judgment. I'm trying to figure out how it came up with this number.
What is the
So
number? Because maybe it's something that I gave you an extra on.
it's my passive perception is higher than my passive insight, and they should be about the same, but I've got advantage on perception technically from my shield. So I'm curious if it's like adding that somehow.
It could be.
It shouldn't be because having advantage just means you would.
Roll more and more.
Well, no, because it's a passive, so it should be a set skill, and I don't know how that would give you. Because
Yeah,
passive, all your
that's why
passive
I'm
skills are
looking it up to
set.
make
You
sure.
don't
Yeah.
roll them.
Right. You
They're
would
based
just
off
the DM just knows what we would see
based off
passively.
based off of a static number. Gwen, get down.
Yeah, you had already shut it down once today.
Don't worry about it too much because honestly, I hardly use the passive perception and the
Yeah,
other one.
I was just that was just curiosity while you guys were having your great debate.
Well, she's gonna try to argue with me about video games, especially a video game that I have spent like lifetimes of learning more about.
Anyways.
I mean, I love you, but come on, pick your battles.
We've been wrong before.
Not about Borderlands.
I don't know. I don't keep tabs.
I do.
They're like, he was wrong on this day. I should start writing it down. A journal.
We were making
Of
fun
those
of
things.
my buddy for the same thing. He ended up, I don't know, the same thing happened. He was not arguing, but having a disagreement with his wife, and he's like, yeah, and she told me I was right. I was like, did you frame that shit? Like, you need to put that on a wall with its own sconce and like some kind of motion tracker that announces the date and time or something.
See, I'm lucky because she doesn't have to worry about whether or not I'm right or because I'm right. Ah. Just so everyone knows, we're having fun with this, okay?
Yeah.
Don't take this as serious. We're joking.
In a fight, I'd take Shay all day anyway. So.
Well, yeah, but that's because my body's broken.
I'm wiring.
All right. So I did not know this. On page 175 of the player's handbook, passive checks are 10 plus all modifiers normally apply. If the character has advantage on the check, add 5. If disadvantage, subtract 5.
Huh.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That
So
is
apparently
interesting.
D&D Bond is actually correct.
That's good to know. But again, I'm just gonna say, don't worry about it because
Yeah, I was just curious why the number was the number that it was.
yeah,
Because it didn't make any sense in my brain, but now I know.
And you think that D&D Beyond would have a little thing that you could hover over that would explain that for you, so you didn't have to go pull out the book that you have to pay for, along with paying for the PDFs from that fucking place? But no, they can't make it work. I mean, why do that?
Ben.
Huh?
Calm.
Oh, I am calm. I hate D&D Beyond. I try to avoid using it for anything. Even like I've used it to like just roll up some NPC characters for you guys to meet, and it is such a pain in the ass to do that. It's easier for me just to borrow out a piece of notebook paper and just do it from my memory. So, but anyways, let us jump in finally after this long debate of video games and horrible internet usage. We left off. You guys were exploring a rather large building in the desert city. After many attempts, you finally got a door open, which opened up to another door. And you got that door open. At this point, Sarah is swearing off doors in her housing for all future usage. It will just be open doorways with like beaded curtains and stuff.
That'll work.
So, upon opening it, and you guys stepped in, and this is a very, very large room. And unlike everything else that's been in this building, been in this desert area, this place is beautiful. It has fine, polished hardwood floors. bookshelves and shelves of other things all the way. It's as long as you can see. Like it seems to go on forever. There seems to be multiple levels. Like it's taller than even the building you guys from what you saw on the outside. Like it's just extremely large. There are suits of armor all on one side. There are vials and books and scrolls, and you just see it's a collection of everything. And right in front of you was a counter. And standing behind the counter was a tall, skinny, but yet muscular built gentleman with darkish brown skin and a very thin, curled up, pencilly black mustache. His hair is black and slicked back, tied into a ponytail. He has amber colored eyes, and he's dressed in a very fine looking suit, but it has like he has a necklace with various gems on it. He had various rings on his hands, and he's standing there smiling. And as you all looked at him, he said, "Welcome, my friends, to the inner sanctum."
Sarah
And
looks around
that
and
was where we
has
had
a
left off.
Sarah
So,
looks around and has a small inner orgasm at the books and the files.
at this point, yes, you guys have entered the inner sanctum. Before you is the caretaker. Like I said, he is very tall, almost 7 foot tall, muscular but skinny build, uh, just very simple yet complex looking man. And
How
just from like looking at him, you get a sense of both extreme calm but extreme turbulence at the same time. Like he's radiating both. Like this is a guy that you can sense just walking in. You don't want to piss off because he could be the nicest guy in the world or he could destroy you. So,
how's the light? Or do we have windows in this
oh, it's
area?
perfectly lit. This whole area, it's perfectly lit. There, you can see everything. Like I said, you can't see everything because it seems to go on and up forever. Like it's just huge, massively
Big
huge.
enough to store, say, a dragon or something, perhaps?
Let's put it this way to help you guys and help the internet people. The ending of the first Indiana Jones movie, The Warehouse,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
it just seems to
So,
go on.
so the world's largest Viking longhouse.
Another example would be the TV show Warehouse 13. It just seems to go on for endless wonders.
I haven't
So,
seen that one in a while.
oh, that's a great show.
Don't we own
I own the first two seasons. They never released the third and final season on DVD. No, wait. I have the first three. They didn't release the fourth and fifth on DVD. So,
Yeah, that was a shame.
yeah.
We had a lot of fun with that show.
Oh, I love that show.
So I'm assuming Sarah's full drool out of her mouth, just
Oh.
halfling gaze, or unome or urinome, like looking
I'm
around.
pretty sure at this point, not only is her mouth got into the hole, there's some wetness down below. These
Oh
are
dear.
Oh yeah.
These are poking out. I mean, this is just like excitement. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna walk by Sarah and kind of tap her bottom chin, like close your mouth, it's rude, and I'll approach the guy in the center and be like, "Thank you. It's good to be somewhere that looks a little bit more sane and safe than where we have been."
He
This can be
he
deceiving.
kind of nods and smiles at you and goes, "Sane and safe are relative." But anyways, how may I help you today?
I guess we're looking for the trickster so we can get our ship back. And our humans that are on that ship.
Say, did we ever get a quest to help anybody in the desert place? Or we just kind of came into it looking for answers.
I guess we need knowledge of this trickster. because Eve hasn't been very helpful in disclosing who this person is.
Is that what you're saying to him?
I'm talking to Tersal.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I guess we'd start there. I guess we explain the whole story, or what? I don't know. I don't think our characters would be talking about this in front of this guy, but guys, we're just now coming into your town, and kind of taking a look around. Seems kind of inhospitable outside. You know anything about that?
he's like, many things have happened over the years in this town. I sense
Are we in hell
you don't know.
still? Like, that's the portal we went to was a portal to hell?
It was a portal to a hell.
Okay.
You don't know if this is one of the 9 planes or not. You guys haven't yet to really
We haven't really had anybody to ask.
exactly. You kind of have that moment now.
Yeah.
There's a guy here that's able to answer your questions, whether he will or not.
Whether he'll be truthful or.
Anyways, I forgot what your question was asked. Sorry.
Basically, just what's going on outside. Do you know anything about why
Oh, yeah.
the deserts have been?
He's like, he looks at you and goes, your question could take many years to answer. But I sense that you guys have already kind of been shown part of the answer. And in fact, and he looks right at you, Sarah. I believe one of you has even brought part of the answer with her.
Sarah, what did you take?
What did I take? Oh God!
Didn't
I start looking through my bags.
you bring the urn with you?
No,
Pretty sure you grabbed it on the way out.
I don't think I brought the urn. I think I left the urn there.
At the mention of the urn, he kind of smiles and lets out a little bit of a chuckle, like he finds it humorous. He kind of with his hand, and you guys see the room that you were in, like appear, like just kind of an image of it appear above his hand, and the urn is still sitting in there, and he points at the sign that was in the one drawer. Do you all
Yeah.
remember what that sign said?
Said run.
Flee for your lives or something.
It said run. It said simply run. But he kind of moves his finger and the words to earn.
Interesting. So that was your doing then?
He's like, I've been in here for thousands of years. Occasionally I have to have some fun.
So are you the
Seems
prince?
like a right. That's exactly what. It's like seems like a very trickster thing to do, there, Mister.
Let's see. I've got a couple coins that I found in a desk. A silver coin was used to open the door. Or, yeah.
Did you keep one of those ham sandwiches?
I did not take that book, but I did take a book that was super heavy for how small it was.
Oh yeah, what was that?
It was a dense book.
I don't know if I wrote that down or
I
not.
don't think I could read it. Let me see. Yeah, portrait. Yeah, Sarah takes unknown book in unknown language that's unusually heavy. Well, I also took a book called Herbs and Medicine.
So are you pulling these things out of, or are you just kind of?
I'm searching the
She's
bag.
on the
I was gonna
floor,
say,
just like
but
throwing
yeah,
shit
let's
out of
say,
her
are you like
bag.
emptying your bag out on the floor, or are you just kind of like,
No,
you
go
know,
for it.
horde shuffling through it? Well, Sarah's going through her bag of not holding, but holding a lot of shit. What are you doing, Tercel?
Um, yeah, just kind of, I'm kind of being formally impressed and like appreciating the room, and I guess I'd ask him. So you say you've been in here for quite a while. I mean, that door was kind of a pain in the butt to get through, but surely you have a way to get out of here, right?
It is both my blessing and curse to stand guard the intersection.
Who assigned you to that guard?
The Dragon Lords.
Are they
Hmm.
silver dragons, as I recall my dream that I had in the oasis?
Yes. This land was once guarded and ruled by silver dragons. And they tasked me with keeping all of this safe until their return.
Yeah, all I have. Yep, all I have is those two books. Tersal, he took a map, and he's got 5 copper. That's it. And like keys were used.
You have another item.
What else did I take? I didn't write it down.
You have another item.
Wait, I didn't write it down.
Oh, I know what it is. Don't worry. I know what it is because I made note of it
Did
specifically for this.
Did
Because
I specifically pick it up?
yes,
It
you
wasn't something that
specifically
dropped in my
picked it
bag.
up.
This is the problem when we don't have them that often.
What?
I said this is the problem when we don't have them that often. An amethyst stone
Nope.
was from before.
Again, are you trying to pull these things out to show him what it is at this point?
I took 2 books. That's it.
Did you pull the books out of your bag?
Sure.
All right. As you pull out the book that seems too heavy for its size, his arm, it seems extremely long, reaches out and grabs that book from you. No, like poof, faster than you can with. Opens it up, and as he does, coins start shooting out of it. Tons of gold coins. But as they hit the ground, they turn into seeds. And he's like, I have been looking for this forever. Thank you.
Damn it, that was mine.
With the poof, it's gone. And in his hand now is a small bag. And he's like, for returning this to me.
I take pouch.
Well, are you going to look in the pouch?
Nope, just throw it in my bag.
All right.
I'm upset. I'm gonna write down that I got a pouch.
Huh?
So it must have been a pretty dull post. I haven't seen a whole lot of activity. Like outside, there's some crazy crystal skeletons. You should watch out for those guys. But like otherwise, I mean, they seem to be keeping the place pretty clean. You know, there's that gen thing you set up for us in the medical chamber. That was kind of rude, but you know, like you said, I guess you just get bored in here.
He chuckles and goes, you needn't worry about the gin. It is just a simple guardian.
I'm more worried about my boat and my peoples that disappeared.
He puts fingers through and goes, He's kind of scanning. His eyes are going back and forth. I do not have any boats in here, but he's like, feel free to wander around and explore. There may be items that will show you where your boat are. May also lead you to what you want to know.
Evelyn here says it was the trickster that took our boat.
At this point, Evelyn, who had not walked into the chamber, walks into the chamber. And you see a small glint of recognition in his eye, but not in hers. She's just as awestruck by this room as you guys are.
Do I notice that he recognizes her?
Yes, but she does not recognize him or this room. You can clearly see that she has never been in this room. She's awestruck. Mathematical fail over there. Upon seeing her, he reaches out into the air and pulls out a red rose. And he says, "For you, my lady," and hands it to Evelyn. She cautiously takes it and sniffs it, and then it just disappears.
I'll be looking at
Damn.
Ursula and being like,
Man, I gotta learn that one. That's way cheaper than a bottle of beer, I'm telling you. Could save a lot of money with invisible roses. Hey, yeah, Evelyn, do you know this guy? Like,
She looks and she goes, "No, I've never met this gentleman."
well, he seems to think he knows you.
So, you guys have been given permission to wander the inner sanctum and search for clues.
Oh, yeah, Sarah's going to the books. She's just gonna look at all kinds of things. Whatever her little greedy mind can get to.
Tursel's gonna close the gap to our friend and offer his hand, and I appreciate your assistance, and hope you don't mind us walking through. What was your name?
I am simply known as the caretaker. And he takes your hand, and you feel surprisingly for like I said, he's very skinny but very very muscular, and his hand is very both cool to the touch and warm to the touch, delicate with the handshake, but yet firm with the handshake. It's like
just all contradictory.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. Once again, thank you for all this. Listen, I know this is a big place, and you've obviously taken care of it. You got any like rules you'd like us to know about? Anything you don't want us messing with? Like,
Sarah and me
leave the
get her
lingerie in the corner. Like, I'll try to catch her, but I don't want to. I don't want to get in trouble. Maybe there's some unspokens.
Nothing you can do can cause damage in here. And you never know what may cause you to learn something.
Do you happen to know what Dragonfire is by any chance? Or wait, what was that stuff that she blew up?
Yeah, that
Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, actually, I have several containers in the back.
Oh, you're gonna want to hide that. We've had some incidents. I'm just saying.
He's like, don't worry, I have magically secured them.
Might have to talk to you about that. I may need to learn how to do that. And Teresa will knock on the table, point at him. All right, we'll be right back, and I'm gonna go hustle after Sarah with my scale mail jingling.
All right. So, where are you heading?
Oh, books.
There are books everywhere. There are
so
shelves taller than Tercel, which to you is like
I'm doing this number.
There are books in every known language of the world. So there are several that you can't even make out. Some of them look old and delicate, as if you were to touch them, they would crumble. Some of them look as if they were just printed today.
See, and I just trust that something is important that I need to see. It will come to me, and I'll be like, "That's the book I want to pull out, and I'm going to look at." So it's just
Roll a percentage dice.
2 of them.
Yeah, 2 10s. Call your first one.
You can't have it. Kitty's like, I'll roll for you.
Mm.
All right. So that is a 60. No, 69.
69. All right.
Giggity.
Voice. Anyways, see, you wander down the first section of
Right,
shelving
and
you
I'm just
see.
looking.
And like I said, the
Something
bookshelves,
pretty or
you get that scent of paper and sandalwood oil on the shelves. Everything here has been meticulously clean. There's not a speck of dust, but like I said, some of the books look as if they were just printed before you got there. Some of them are so old and fragile that even just breathing on them, you're afraid are going to cause them to just. Books of every language. There are symbols that you don't know, symbols you do. There is so much knowledge just on one shelf in front of you that you can't even see all the way up because it's so tall and you are so small.
well, I'm using ladders, whatever they got.
Oh, I'm just saying is just going up to this first area, you are overwhelmed by the vast amount of books in this area. Like I said, it seems to go on forever. Like as you look right and left, it just keeps going and it keeps going up.
And if Sarah had anxiety, she'd be a mess. But Sarah does
Um,
not. She's just super
you
excited.
see right in front of you books that are all like cartographer books showing maps and travel logs of realms you've never heard of, realms you've never seen, ones you do know of, all documented. But those are just the books that you can read the languages on. There are books mixed in there that you have no idea what they could be. So,
I would be like, Tercel, maps.
Maps of what though? Like this place is
All
huge.
kinds
This
of places.
could be maps of a world we don't even know exists anymore. Like,
There are.
what if, who cares? We need a map for this world, or actually, not even this world. The world we left that our ship got stolen on. Wait, actually, maybe I should go ask him where the fuck we are. I don't know. Like,
Is there a map that says you are here?
right? Yeah.
no,
Is there a
there's
directory?
no convenient directory map.
Oh, the bathrooms are to the left. The kiosk.
Place this big, they should have,
Right.
This is for cryptography.
Oh, there's a petting zoo in here. That's crazy.
All right, so I'm gonna say Tercel. Sarah, is Doggo with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, are all over.
He got
Oh,
so excited.
what is your counterpart doing? Tercel.
I don't know. He's probably like not quickly keeping up with me because who is it that's left? Like, is it Hannibal?
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
Hannibal. So yeah, Hannibal would be chewing on an unlit stogie and not hustling after me, just keeping me in eyesight and
For
walking
my mage
afterwards.
hand in the family
He has no
concern.
interest in searching this place. He's just happy he's not in trouble.
Alright. Evelyn is going to be wandering over by like the armor area, looking at suits of armor and things. So she's over in that area.
Sounds about right. So like I said, I'm just looking for something to pop out at me that screams, Sarah, take me.
All the books say that to you.
Yes.
Every one of them. Your little book goblin brain wants to take every book.
Yes, it does. Is there any of these cartography books that, I'm more drawn to?
No. No.
And We know where we were, right? Like what lands.
Yeah, you guys know which land you originally were from. Yeah.
So I'm looking for that, like home.
Oh yeah, you definitely see books that mention that area.
So I'll go through those looking for this island on all of those, like in any of those books.
Okay. Yeah, you grab a couple of the cartographer books, and yeah, you find the island. It was on the map. I mean,
So where does it say we are?
it doesn't say where you are now. It says where that
No.
island, where that mining
Yeah.
island was. That's in your the original homeland on Faerû.
But we didn't know where we landed.
Yes, you did. You knew you left from the Queen's palace. You knew that there, from the map that you guys had on the ship, that there were two islands on your way to your original destination. You chose one island, and that's when you guys went in the mines, and then that's when you guys went to the desert. Now, the desert, you don't know where that is.
I didn't think we knew this island.
Yes, you knew there were two islands. You just didn't know which one you would be able to get supplies on. Because you guys took a ship without getting supplies, and you were like, shit, we kind of need that. That's what started your whole adventure to the mining.
I mean, in our defense, this is the first time we've ever taken a ship that was abandoned at sea. So,
Yeah.
It's
you know,
all defense.
next time we're gonna nail that. But first time jitters or whatever.
It was a matter of urgency. You guys were trying to figure out, the black creatures and the delegates and all that. But you guys did brush it, so you guys forgot supplies. But that's how you got here. The original island you landed on is a known island in your realm.
So
Okay.
while
On
she's
the
digging
map,
through
see
cartographer books,
island.
Tersel's gonna kind of lightly appraise, try to find maybe like either a religion and God section or like a dragon section to see if um, he can educate himself more on the dragon situation.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 and let me know what you get.
Mike's not picking you up for some reason.
Go ahead and roll a d20 and let me know what you get.
Okay. Mike's been doing
We
really
don't
good
know
right up to that point.
anything about this or about this
What?
island that we went to.
Huh?
We don't know anything about the island that we went to.
We know that it was on the map, but you guys didn't know anything about it. You just assumed that one of these two islands that were en route would be able to place to get supplies.
Yes. We went to the smaller island marked P.
Yeah.
Doesn't tell us what we know about it.
Well, a cartographer map wouldn't tell you much more than that either. It would tell you the
Name?
longitude, latitude. It could tell you some tropical, like, the elevation stuff where rivers are, but it will not tell you, hey, this island is populated by the Papa tribe and they have this much
No,
people.
they would just tell us the name of the island.
And the name of the island is what it says on the map.
P.
Yep.
It's probably a dwarf thing. They're like, we're not naming this island. We're going to go rape it for its resources and then leave. I rolled 11, by the way.
Rolled an 11. So yeah, as you start wandering down the aisles looking for books on dragons and lore and stuff, um, you really don't see many, but you do start to get a sense that there is something pulling you over towards a section's kind of towards the back. Do you want to head that way or?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Cleric, I'm probably used to suggestion.
Well, as you go back towards there, you do notice that uh, there are rows and rows of swords on one shelf, and the next shelf there are rows of axes. Um, Engraved on every one of them is the symbol of Palor.
Ooh. Well, I would like to go appraise those. See if
They
I can
are
figure out. Sorry.
every piece of weapon you see on that wall are beautiful construction, and they look like they've never been used, but they've been kept very well. like well oiled. The leather's perfect on the hilts. Any gemstones on them have been polished to the point where it's almost like shiny reflective glass. The blades themselves seem to reflect and catch light perfectly. There are no chips, no scratches on them, or anything.
Any particularly interesting looking maces laying around?
There is a whole row of maces, all again
Right.
inscribed with Palor.
I'd like to take one of the maces out of its holder and just feel the weight of it and kind of touch it and whatnot.
It feels perfect.
Well, I'm going to keep that in my hand. I'm not going to hide it or anything, but I'm just take it with me for a second and maybe talk to the caretaker about holding on to it for a little bit.
All right. As you do that, you look on the next side, the opposite side of the shelf, and there are more maces. But these all have a different god scribbled on it. The Platinum Dragon.
Mm.
Would I know that all dragons typically worship the platinum dragon?
Not
That's
all dragons
uh,
do worship them, but you do know that he is a symbol for good, and him and Pelennor are pretty much on par as like gods of righteousness.
so yeah, feeling pretty at home in this situation. I think he would, maybe take the mace and say a quick prayer of thanks for, you know, finding himself in this situation, whether or not it was Paylor that led him here or whatever, but just take a moment of respite and give his thanks.
Right?
So I found a good map of where we were in like once we get out of here and get our ship back. Because I know that the map that we did have on the ship wasn't in very good condition. It was very waterlogged and you couldn't read it. So I had that map and I wrote it up, I'm gonna see if I can check it out. And then I'm looking for a map of where we are. So I'm like trying to figure out from like going through books this island in reference to a portal to another land. So that's what I'm looking for.
I want you to roll an intelligence check.
+3, so 18.
18. All right, you would be smart enough to know that correlating a portal to its final destination based off of a map would be nigh impossible.
No, it's
That
more of documentation that there is a portal on this island. And where
again,
does that portal lead to? What?
any documentation of that would have been probably stored by the gnomes that were experimenting with it. So that would be back in the other side of the portal, which you didn't find any. So at this point, maybe there isn't.
So that so I don't find any of that in this area.
No.
I'm gonna go to the caretaker with my other map to ask him about this land and explain the portal and what happened and ask if I can take this map.
All right, so you walk back up to the front. We'll call it a front desk. You walk up to
Is there library card?
Yeah.
You walk up to the. We're gonna call it a front desk. You can walk up to the front. The caretaker is not there.
Is there a bell I can ring?
No, there's not a bell.
Hello?
You hear way down the aisle your voice echo hello.
Yeah, no, I don't hear that.
No, it's an echo
Yeah,
of you.
I still don't hear it. We always ignore the echoes that sound like us.
Tercel, I want you to roll a d20.
12.
Well, you hear Sarah's voice echoing in it too.
Like, God, what is she doing now? I hope she's not lost because I'm not going to be able to find her in this place. Am I relatively close to Evelyn? Eve, whatever her
Um,
name was?
Evelyn is probably about 25 feet away from you, but there's various rows of shells. Because, like I said, you are kind of like where the like the weapons are, and she was up looking at armor. Like if you were to navigate a couple aisles, you'd be able to get up to that area.
So yeah, I'll kind of meander I was still appraising weapons as I walk by them, but I remember she mentioned, I don't know if she mentioned she was going to check armor, but I hear something rustling over there and I kind of want to investigate that. So like I kind of make my way through the weapon, see if I see any more gods recognized and
Yes, there
um,
are various. Every one of the symbols you guys saw in the courtyard, there is a weapons row for that god.
and probably like 24 weapons per rack with each god or like
I'm gonna say, like, on the swords, there's probably about 35 swords per rack. On the axes, about 20. On the maces, about 20. But there are more than one rack. There are hundreds of racks.
right,
This is this area you are in is enough for an army to be well supplied.
right. It's like, oh man, the battles I could have won if I had an armory like this laying around. Holy shit, everything's perfect. Whew, this is a weird place to be. And I'll keep making my way towards Evelyn.
All right, roll a perception check.
Make sure that that is right. 10 plus 4, 14.
All right. So as you turn the last area of weapons and you start getting towards the armor, you notice that there are thousands of pieces of full armor. All of them plate mail, all of them shining and polished, each one of them with a holy symbol on the left breast of a different god. As you start getting closer, you see Evelyn, and she is tracing her fingers across a small dragon on one left breast. You kind of you can see that there's something like drawn to her, but she doesn't know what it is either. She just seems lost, like she's touching a memory.
Um, would I recognize the symbol as Bahamut or
Yep.
is it okay?
Yeah, it's Bahamut.
Or Bahamut?
Huh?
Does she look like she's touched, like she's upset, or is it kind of like maybe catching a memory or something?
It's touching a memory. Something about
Okay.
it is drawing her to touch it, but she does. It's like she can't really tell why she's there touching it, but there's something inside that's making her remember.
So Dressel's gonna come in with fully disarming ignorance, be like, "Man, isn't this place great? Like, check out this mace. This thing is just in perfect condition. Like, I don't know who outfitted this place, but it's amazing. Can't say that enough."
Even though you caught her and you would think that she is in a deep concentration over this, she doesn't even jump when you come around the corner. It's like she knew you were there. She turns to you just like, this place is beautiful.
And while I'm at the front counter, waiting for
Ding, 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 ding.
the caretaker to come. I will pull out the little pouch because now I'm curious. I've had time to think, and I'm
She's
looking in the little pouch.
There's 500 gold in it.
Wait. Close pouch.
still rather have my book, but this
Right.
will do.
You said 500.
Yep.
I'm so
The
talking to
guy
Evelyn.
still
And,
hasn't
oh,
showed.
go ahead. Yeah.
I said the guy still hasn't showed up.
Nope.
Well, I'm not going to stand here the whole time. So I leave the map, the rolled up map, on the counter. I'll be back for you. And I go looking because, you know.
Do you
there's
write a
just
sign
so
in
much.
crayon that says like "Be back in 15" or something? Gone to lunch and
Little note. I watch.
do not take.
And then I went back to the books. I'm looking for anything that speaks to me. Do you want me to roll again, sir?
Yes. Roll the shiny math rocks.
It's 100 and then a 5.
So it's just 100.
Okay.
Yeah, as you make your way back through this time, you do feel drawn to keep going deeper past the cartography area. So you go for a good, probably about 50 feet down this thing. And you notice the whole time you're walking, it just smells relaxing and calming in here.
And I'm seeing beautiful books.
Yes, and there are tons of books everywhere. You come to a pillar, so you kind of turn to go around it. And when you do, there is a lectrum sitting there. And on it, opened up, is a book. And it shows a beautiful picture of a city. The city has like beautiful white buildings, beautiful perfect streets, market stalls.
As
You can
much as
almost
you say it's beautiful, it wouldn't be that beautiful in my eyes.
no. Like this city looks it's like the perfect city. Um and looking at this picture, you can almost feel like it's alive. You see, like, just the picture, and it makes it feel like it's moving, but it's not. You can see people going about their lives and everything. And you're able to, when you're looking at that, an image flashes in your mind of one of the streets you guys walk down. It is that street.
And is it just a picture or is there
On the page that's open is just a picture.
and you said an electrum?
An electrum. Pedestal thing that books sit on. Electrum.
Electrum?
Yeah, electrum. This electrum works too. So eat a dick.
Electrum. That's a
No, Lectrum.
no,
Not
that's
E.
an element in Minecraft. All right. Elector? Go podium.
Same thing. Shut up.
So I'll flip the page to see where this place
The
is.
page doesn't move.
But it's a book.
It doesn't move. When you go to move it, you feel a small tingle in your fingers, but you cannot move the page. It cannot be turned.
And there's nothing on it
Nope.
that tells me anything about it.
Nope.
Well, this is stupid.
Huh?
I go, this is stupid. Can't even look at the stupid book.
You say you do find that.
I find a picture of the town that I believe we were in.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.
Tersel, what are you doing at this time?
Stupid.
It's not.
Let's see. And ignorant, beautiful. I wanted to ask Evelyn more questions, but I've forgotten what I wanted because of my ADHD kicked in.
Squirrel.
All right,
Yeah. So she's touching the the image of the platinum dragon. Be like, are you familiar with Biomat?
She looks and she goes, I know all of the gods, but for some reason this armor just seems familiar.
Uh, the armor that she's looking at, does it look like it would fit her by any chance?
No, this armor definitely would not fit her. This armor would barely be like, even for your size, it wouldn't fit. Whoever wore this was a very large
Hmm.
humanoid creature.
And they're all roughly the same size.
The ones in front of you, yes. As you look right and left and further back, you do see that there is some armor that would probably fit you. But this armor right in the front, this is the whoever wore this was probably the wall of a defense. These were the big hitters.
So just kind of stretching up, looking around. I'd like to find a set of armor that might fit her.
Roll a investigation.
Green die is fire, book of black. Okay, the black die is actually you're in jail. Go fuck yourself. That was a nat 1 plus
There's pretty
whatever.
armor. There's pretty
Yeah.
armor. It's very pretty. But no, you don't see anything that would specifically be Evelyn sized.
So yeah, just totally enamored or not enamored, overwhelmed by the quantity of stuff. He'll just say out loud like, I mean, we could probably find a piece you could put on around here somewhere. There's got to be like an Evelyn section around here somewhere. You want to find a set of armor to put on, maybe?
So,
She
men have
she
no
reaches
idea
out
about
gently and
sizes.
taps you on like nicely on your shoulder and it's like, I prefer my leather armor and starts walking down the row.
Okay, yeah, that's worth a shot. The guy seemed to act like we could just kind of do whatever we want to around here.
I'm still looking around books. I, you know, if I have a book open and it has no information besides a picture, I want knowledge.
All
So
right,
I'm
so yeah,
still looking around.
as you kind of go now this way down the hall, there's more offshooting branches. You do see that there are other pedestals that have orbs on them, and you're starting to see a lot more paintings and pictures on the ends of the shelves that show various creatures and races, um, various items. So that's what they lead to. Like each shelf, like at the end of the shelf, like let's say there's one that has a dragonborn on it. So if you look at the books down that, it's kind of like a guide of what's down each row.
Mhm.
So
So certainly not using the Dewey Decimal System.
there's no such thing as the Dewey Decimal System. The Dewey Decimals is not in this world.
It's the best
Hey, at least
creation.
they're not organized like gnomes where it's just big book to small book, okay? It doesn't even matter. You could have food cooking book next to human anatomy. Gnomes wouldn't care because it's just thrown in there.
No, can't handle that.
I'm trying to think of a line for that. Yeah, I'll think of it later in aha
Yeah,
moment.
2
But
a.m. You'll be in bed. You're like,
yeah,
What's it from?
that's from a movie that I'm not even thinking of the movie's name now. I don't know. Like I said, I'll come up with it later. It'll be hilarious.
And we lose
Uh,
Oz. His brain's going
yeah.
into thinking thoughts.
No, I need to put that away, or I'm gonna ruin this whole session. Um, so yeah, Tercel's kind of overwhelmed by all the armor and weapons, and he'll try to find maybe a different section with more information in it. I'm really tempted to use divine intervention. I've never actually used that as a cleric before. It seems like it doesn't happen very often because you have to roll
You have to
equal to
roll
or
over.
less than your level on a percentage die.
Hmm.
I'm like, well, that's like a pretty rotten chance for once
It's a
every
one.
7
It's a
days.
1 in 100 chance of it
Yeah,
working, just
that's
like a
fucking.
prayer.
I mean, it's not like I'm ever going to use it any other time.
You never know.
Wealth
It
of
actually come in handy for other times. It's what a is it a week that you have to wait?
yeah, 7 days.
Yeah, it's a. I knew that one.
See, so we got piles of books, we got piles of armor and weapons. Um, you said there were vials. Like, but we're trying to figure out trickster stuff and where we are.
Yeah.
So, like, where would we go for that, or something to answer the riddle of why the outside is a barren wasteland? We're trying to figure out where the fuck the dragons went. He said he couldn't explain that in this millennium, but maybe we could find a tapestry or something. So yeah, I guess I'll look for something that isn't, something more personal, like maybe a sitting section where people have stuff laying around that's been used, not like categorically stored and kept in pristine condition.
So
Like, does the caretaker have like a nook or something? Like,
a chaos corner. Got it.
yeah.
Um, as you wander around, kind of looking for that, you pass by more shelves, and some of these shelves have rings, and some of them have necklaces. Um, there are little trinkets on them. You finally start making your way, and you start seeing the same bookshelves that Sarah sees that kind of have the end cap with a photo, which kind of tells you what's down there. By photo, I mean it's like a painting. Uh, but you don't find really a nook area, though you do start sensing a strong magic pull. It'd be so if the direction from the door is north, the door would be south of you guys. It would be to the northwest.
I mean, I'm not going to turn down suggestions from magical brain powers now. So yeah, I'll head that way. The whole time just kind of casually looking around or whatever.
All right. Is Hannibal still following you?
Yeah, reluctantly.
All right.
He's still chewing on his stogie. It's unlit, but he's working it over.
All right. I'll say Evelyn was following with you too. And she even kind of gets that same sense that there's something strong to the northwest. What would you like to be doing during this?
I'm just looking through books, like
All right.
just looking through the shelves.
Yep. You're not finding anything that's pointing out what you're looking for. You're seeing vast knowledge on everything else. You've even found at this point a book that mentioned gnomish airships. You've never seen one of those, so it was quite a fascinating quick flip through for you. You hope that one day you'll get to fly on one. So, but no information towards what you're looking towards.
Anything else I want to check out? Like herbal medicine.
Oh yeah, you'll see tons of books about herbal medicines, potion making, anatomies of different creatures, medical treatments for everything. There are tons of sections on that. So you could spend the next 2,000 years sitting here studying the amount of knowledge that is in this area.
And she would be quite happy.
I understand sitting down to read one of the books is not going to be something you would do right now, but yes, you do see various books on every subject except for where you are.
Looking to see there's a hangover book, like medicines for how to deal with hangovers.
Roll a d20.
18.
You come across several different books that have transcriptions of different cultures and different races cures for hangovers, including everything from goblins using cow dung to some of the gnomish tribes using black gunpowder mixed coffee. So it's your run of a mill. This worked for Bob. Give it a try. To there are some books that do talk about, if you've had too much alcohol, you could try this medicine with this medicine to help alleviate some of the pain. Basically, like take an aspirin and some water and call me in the morning. So
Hydrate.
yeah. So basic medical knowledge, but nothing extensive on the studies of over alcoholism recovery in the morning. It does have several stop drinking
Right.
messages. Yeah.
Any good doctor's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna tell you these things, but step one is stop drinking, you idiot.
Yeah, basically, you get that from about 12 books. That
Right.
And I'm just like, put it.
That's horrible advice. What else you got?
But yeah, so I'm just trying to gain knowledge because, after Tercel's massive hangover, I've been trying to make it a goal to find something that I can give him that will bring him back quickly.
you see that there are tons of different tried and tested herbal remedies from different races and species.
And I might take this knowledge home, and when I'm
Yeah. So yeah, you could be jotting some stuff down on a scroll, taking notes from them. I'll say yeah, takes you about a half hour to do that.
just caretakers disappeared, so I got
All right, so Tercel, you get draw are kind of pulled towards this area. So as you make your way through the shelves and stuff towards that area, Evelyn and Hannibal following you, you come across a section of this place that, though still beautifully clean, no longer has the hardwood floors. Instead, it has cold stone floors. And there are 4 stone pillars kind of around this area. And the rest of it, the outside of it's all that nice wood, but like right in the center of it is this. Here, so we'll say it's like this grid here. Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
have my pens with me. There we go. We'll say like so. There's a section here, pillars. That's all stone, but it's like surrounded by the wood. There's still shelves and stuff out there, but there's this nice 20-foot section that is just stone, and that's where you feel drawn to.
Any symbols? Any indicator of anything?
Nope, it's just a stone section. No markings, nothing.
Huh. Seems kind of out of place, and I'll look around. You're like, the hell is this thing doing here? Pillars are decent size. Like, put my arm around them, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're good, sturdy pillars.
and go into the ceiling.
Yes, but like I said, the
Jesus.
ceiling is so far up that
Right. Ugh. And rough magical sense. I'm not going to do detect magic or anything, but the impression that something unnatural is happening.
Oh yes, 100%.
And as Evelyn kind of walks up, you're like, what do you think of this thing?
She looks at it and goes, "I don't like it."
I mean, could be something cool like a magical elevator or something. Could be like their disintegration tool to get rid of trash and refuse. I don't know. I don't like it either. Do I have detect? I guess detect magic probably wouldn't tell me anything. Even. Yes, it's magical. Go.
It will tell you, yes, there's a lot of magic in that area. So I'll
Right.
tell you, don't waste your spell slot on that.
No, I don't. I have dispel magic, and we're not going to do that either. So yeah, Teresa will make a mental note of footprints from here on out, so he can come back here if he needs to. But I'm not going to experiment with the ominous, random cold stone floor section of the warehouse. Actually, I take that back. Just because it worked before, I am going to put a single hand on the pillar, just be like, like what's going on?
You place your hand on it, and you feel overwhelming calm.
Similar to the calm we felt at the garden
Yes.
sanctuary thing.
Yes.
Tersel's gonna say a prayer and be like, "Oh fuck, am I gonna do this?" And Paylor, if you're guiding me, man, I'm about to step into this fucking thing. You better warn me or something. Take a couple seconds. Didn't get struck by lightning or whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and step into this thing.
All right. And that's where we're going to take a break as Tercel steps into it. So
Feel the static building up around you as charge.
I will I'll send you your new character sheet.
Yeah.
But,
Right, yeah. I've got some solid ideas for new characters.
No, we're gonna take a quick break. So get yourself a drink, do what you got to do, use the bathroom. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Cool.
All right.
Can't kill Tercel now.
There's a key. Hi, key. How you doing? Good to see you. It's good to see you.
All right, as we're coming back, reminder that all the streams for 2025 are Extra Life streams. You can click the link that pops up in chat or in the About Me section, and you can donate to Extra Life. We are getting closer to our Extra Life stream this year. End of October and early November is usually when they do it.
It's usually around my birthday.
Yeah. So this year, as I said, if we hit the $500 mark, I am shaving off my beard. If we hit Elite, which is 1337, I will shave my head also. Both of them will be done live on the stream if we hit that mark, and that includes any donations that start up now. I mean, so if you donate now, going towards it. So there's that. So, anyways, we are back. Tercel. This is only going to be known for you. Okay? So even though, Sarah can hear this right now because she's in the room. with us.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, basically, take your headphones off, go into the other room. If we were playing here at the table, this would be a moment when I would pull Tercel aside, and this would be something private.
But you could send him something for Discord.
No, this is so complex. I'd be typing for about an hour, especially with my typing skills. So, no,
He's still gonna hear it.
I know. I'm just saying this. Anything you hear at
I
this,
don't know.
you don't know. So
Right.
you don't know anything about this. Okay, so all right.
He
So Tercel,
discloses it.
you cautiously, double doubting yourself the whole time, step into this square.
You really get my character. You know exactly where he's coming from.
As you do, calmness comes over you, and your mind is taken away. You are out on the beautiful city streets. The weather is beautiful outside. People are walking, going about their daily lives. You see a group of silver clad armor, like walking down the street. And you're pulled along with them. And you overhear them speaking. And even though it's a language you don't understand, you somehow are able to comprehend what they're saying. And so they are having a discussion about they have to hurry and get this ritual done. Everything seems to shift. Time speeds up. You're on the same streets. There are less people now. The few people that you see are heavily armed themselves now. No one seems to trust anyone. All that calmness seems to be gone. Again, time seems to fast forward. The streets look more ragged now. There are small fires burning here and there. You see that same armored group along with a bunch of hooded figures all heading towards that courtyard. You see stones being constructed, building the fence and gate area. And these stones are like being put there magically. Again, time fast forwards. And now the streets are almost completely barren. Places that had been on fire are just scorched with blackness. And you see the group all entering into that courtyard, and you are pulled into that courtyard. All of them surround a circle in the courtyard. And in there, one figure steps in. And a flash of gold and silver and blue and green brilliance all circles and entwines around this one person. And a flash goes out. And when it does, the whole city starts to burn. And you hear not human screams, but The screams of the little black creature fills your mind as they're burned away. Inside where that one figure is now a pool of water. And then you are kicked out of that square. You land on the ground and you're back in the inner sanctum.
Holy shit! But dude, did I just disappear, Evelyn? Like, the hell was that?
Evelyn's just standing there and she's like, no, you just kind of stood there rigid. And then you fell backwards.
Wow. Um, I don't know what just happened. I just saw. I'm guessing the past. Like, he would? I'm surely he would have recognized the sanctuary and the maybe the city streets as they transformed.
You
I know precisely what it was showing me, I guess.
The Oasis and stuff.
you would have known where that it was the Oasis, and you would have known you saw the streets that you had been on. So you kind of you recognize it and you feel like it was the past, like in your gut you would feel it. Your brain is still would be comprehending what just happened to you, so you might not believe it, but part of you feels that you were in the past or you saw the past.
It's like I just had the clearest dream of like that city, of like that place we slept in the other night. I don't know if we nighttime, but like it all went down. There were like these hooded figures and some guys in this armor that we saw earlier, and they were preparing some kind of ritual like in a hurry. Um, yeah, I don't know exactly who they were. Maybe the dragons. It's kind of didn't really get a good look at it or anything. I wonder if there's any more of these things around. Maybe we can find more of the pieces.
And I did tell everybody about my dream.
All of you had that dream.
Oh, that's right. We all had that dream.
Yes.
So the hooded figures had turned into dragons, and
Oh, did we see that? I'd
Yeah.
forgotten
in
about
that
that.
dream,
So then I know that they were dragons. And
the hooded figures, yeah.
You could put that together maybe in your mind that they were the same one and the same from the dream to this vision or whatever it is.
so maybe this is like a memorial to those that maybe did some kind of last sacrifice to save what they could save. Because whenever the person did whatever, there I mean, there's a flash, and you know, I guess I'm talking to Evelyn. Sarah's still
Yeah.
I'm in
being
the
a
books.
geek, and
Yeah. The only people near you while you're still on the floor there are Evelyn and Hannibal.
like there was
And
definitely like a flash, and the number of things that we've killed. It sounds like their screams. Like it wasn't. My soul said it wasn't a humanoid. It was something not altogether natural.
all right. And
I
so
think this is like a memorial, maybe.
as you're on the floor trying to explain that, you suddenly see a long hand reach down to help lift you up. And you look up and the caretaker is standing in front of you.
I'll take the hand and kind of brush off. Like, sorry, you said we could interact with whatever, but do you know anything about this square? Like, I mean, surely you do. Can you tell me more about this square?
Not all books are written in paper. He kind of lifts you up and helps you dust off as he says that.
Well, that's good because I'm not real big on reading. Are there any more of these books around? Like, man, I'd love to know more about what happened here and appreciate what this sanctuary's for. Like, I can't believe how much stuff you have in here.
The history of this land is scattered amongst many portals, many different ways to view it. You just happen to find one of the bigger books. And
Hmm.
with that, he kind of walks back, heading towards the front desk area.
Oh, hey, caretaker, if you see that little one, the curious one, let her know where we're at. I haven't seen her in a little bit. Hopefully she's not, you know, doing what halflings do. You know how it is.
He kind of chuckles and goes, "She's busy taking notes," and then walks off.
That tracks. Yeah.
So has it been the half hour?
Yeah, it's been about a half hour during this time.
All right. So I've had my fill of possible hangover remedies for yourself. And do I find any book in particular that I want to take? Bar.
Roll a d20.
14.
There are about 10 books that you would really like to take.
I don't want to carry that. I will. 5.
All right.
Yeah. 5 of the top out of those 10.
Okay. So yeah, you grab a book.
Take it to go to the front.
There, you grab 2 books that are on herbal medical knowledge. Um, one book that you can't read because the text is a language you've never heard, but it has some very interesting drawings and diagrams in it for medical practices. Um, one book that describes dragons, but it seems almost like it's fairy tales, but you feel like it might be important. And then the last book you find is a book on battles and dates.
So like history.
Yes, but it's specific to battles and dates. Like you can open it up and find battles happened on this day at this location.
I will take these 5 books up to the front. I'm gonna add it to the map to see if I can check them out.
All right. As you arrive at the front counter, the caretaker is walking up an aisle there, and he smiles at you. Collecting many things, I see.
Yes, can I borrow these?
We do not loan out the books, or the armor, or the weapons. Many things here are for sale, but not to loan out. He's like, I will let you know that everything that you have there, though, are copies of them, so they are for sale.
I was gonna ask if I can make copies. If you had a copy machine.
He kind of nods and goes, we have our monies.
Alright, so how much for the scroll?
For this map, 1 copper piece.
Oh, absolutely. And then these 5 books.
2 silver.
Sold.
So he takes them all and he puts them in a box that doesn't seem like it would hold them all. Puts them in there, and they all fit in perfectly. Hands it to you.
Nice. I like your box.
He just smiles.
Have you seen my friends?
He points at the aisle. He just kind of is like, "Yes, go down that way."
Oh, and I do have a question. What is this land that the portal brought us to?
It is a land that time has forgotten.
Well, how can I find a map of this land?
There are no more maps of this land.
Figured you had everything.
The maps of this land were destroyed in hopes that people would forget this land.
Forget this place, but it's amazing.
Yes, but the land itself is under a curse.
Well, how do we remove the curse?
That's something many have tried.
Do we know who cursed it?
We know that the trickster brought this curse down upon us.
That damn trickster. Do you know who this trickster is?
No one remembers her true name anymore.
Do you know where she likes to hang out?
No.
Does she have access to this inner sanctum?
No.
That's good. Well, thank you for that, and then I will walk towards where he said
All right.
it should be.
And Tercel, what were you and your group doing at this point?
So Tersel's pretty intrigued by the availability of that history, and he'd like to look for more of these, stone sections, maybe, see if he could piece together more of the story.
So yeah, as you start wandering around with that in mind, I want you to roll, let's say investigation.
Oh, okay. It'd be a 21.
All right. So as you start walking down, you're gonna say you're still going north from that location, and you're looking all over at everything now, very, very curiously, and very much paying attention at the same time, trying to see anything that might show you more of this history. You walk past a row of pedestals that have different orbs on them. And as you stare at each one, you see various things. Okay. So the first one you see a beautiful, like, plains area. And sitting in the plains is a young child. And this young child is taking little yellow flowers and making them into a crown. As you walk to the next one, you see the Queen's Palace where you guys were for the wedding. And in fact, you were watching the wedding. You look at another one, you see a curious little inn just sitting at the crossroads, just sitting there waiting. As you walk through all of these areas, there are different scenes of different things all over. You see a great battle for a grove where druids are at, where goblins are attacking it. You see a misty mountaintop where a red dragon is perched atop of it, and it's just looking out at the sky, like the harbor in front of it. You see a snow-covered plain where a giant snowworm comes up and then jumps, like, goes back into the snow. So these are all like portals to other areas, like different moments of time. But you're only catching brief glimpses because you're not focusing in on them. You would have to stop and actually like focus to communicate with them almost. That's how like orbs work. So you're catching just a small glimpse of the movie. So
like a small preview.
yeah. It's kind of like when you're on YouTube and you hover over a video for a second and it starts to play. That's kind of what's happening.
Okay.
You haven't clicked the video to play it yet.
So doing my YouTube pre-watch, do I catch anything I would recognize as this city, either before or after the?
In this area, no, but you see that you are standing at what appears to be a section that has windows to everything.
It's like, oh god, I can't let Sarah see this. We're going to be here for years. Oh,
Luckily,
um,
they're all rather tall. Sarah would have to have a step stool to look into them, so they come up to about your chest. So yeah, she wouldn't see the shiny balls.
um, so
Have I
there was
caught
the
up with them
one.
yet?
What?
I asked if I had caught up with them.
You can see them in the distance. You're catching up to them, but you haven't got there yet.
Are you guys drinking Dubby, the energy drink that has one goal to be better?
Yes, we are.
What do you think of this delicious looking drink?
I like my Dove Sledge. It's a great flavor. It's like a
Nice.
sour apple flavor, and it's actually really good.
That's cool. So I'm going to grab the orb I recognize as the Queen Palace with the wedding, and just in pure vainness, look into it with a little more focus and see if I can find us. You know, like just like,
Ooh, do I see
"Eh,
it?
what
All
do
right.
I look
So
like
as soon
today?"
as you touch the orb, you feel your consciousness pulled inside of it. And you're no longer standing there looking at an orb. You're actually kind of like floating above the whole scene that was playing out. And yes, you see where you and Sarah and Ophelia were all standing during the wedding. You feel that same sense of emotion of joy and just happiness that was that day. And you watch the wedding happen again. And you see after the wedding the celebrations, the food. Uh, as you focus on purely yourself, you also kind of. This is all going fast, so it's not like you're there for hours, but hours have passed by. You do see, the events of what happened that night with you and a couple busty barmaids, and your private celebrations in full HD glory.
Nice. I might have to hold on to this one. Oh. So the
Right, get to
initial
it.
like if it were a camera view, is it like way up above comes in like a drone, or is it me the whole time, or
You are out of body
So you're seeing
experience
yourself.
it. So yes, it's you kind of as you were sucked, your consciousness was sucked into the whole scene. It is a very craned in drone coming kind of feeling, and you're just kind of floating there. You are not in your body. You watched your body. So including what you watched in full glory HD, you watched that.
so it's not like I've total control of the camera per se, but it kind of gives me what I'm wanting to see or
Yeah,
whatever.
and since you were wanting to see you and everyone together, it kind of locked onto you, so you see the events that you experienced that night.
Hmm. So yeah, I imagine I pop out of that. I'll put the orb back. Like, might need to put a warning on that one. That one's it's a little steamy for the children, if you know what I mean.
Tercel takes a little scrap of paper out, writes NSFW,
Right.
and puts it right in front of you.
Yeah, you might want to get tested after watching this one. I'm just, I'm not going to get tested. I'm a guy.
You were the one who we had to, at some point, had a little STD experience, if I
I mean,
remember.
what happens and stays in the thing. It's not a big deal.
I catch up yet?
Yeah, by now you would have caught up to them.
Hey guys, the stuff is for sale.
What's for sale?
All the stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
But not all.
But what's he going to do with the money?
I don't know. Make more copies.
Oh, these are just like,
The books
oh,
and stuff are just copies. I got us a
cool.
map so that when we do get back to our ship, we have a good map. I got us some. Well, I got me some books. That's a sweet looking mace you got there.
And he kind of holds it up. You're like, yeah, it's got Palor symbol on the bottom. There's gems and I
Just
thought
see if
I'd
we could buy that.
Yeah, I didn't know this was going to be a thing. I thought I'd just, I don't know. I don't know why I grabbed it, honestly. Felt like the right thing to do.
Looks nice.
You have to talk
What
to
are
him
you?
about it.
What, have you found anything out? I found out this land is cursed by that damn
Oh,
trickster.
yeah. Like 30 feet that way, there's this like stone floor thing with columns, and like you step in it and it like zaps
stepped
you
in
into.
it?
Well, yeah. I got a good feeling. I touched it and it felt like that the Grove thing we visited earlier.
Oh.
So I figured Paylor's here, so he wouldn't let me get zapped into a rat system and taken to some horrible labyrinth. So I hopped into it, and it showed me like it was almost like that. I'm assuming we all talked about the dream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like that dream. Like it felt very like visceral experience of kind of the last moments of this city. It was really cool. You
Yeah.
might go back and look
There's
at it.
a book that looks like what the city was, but you can't change the stupid pages.
I'm telling you, all right, I'm gonna grab her hand and I'm gonna walk back to the stones. Like you got to step in this thing. It was pretty fucking cool.
All right. So you drag the little creature back to the stove thing.
Yeah.
Are you gonna just throw her in? Like
No. I'd be
throw,
like,
throw
just step
Chucky.
in. I promise. Like you can ask Evie. Like I stepped in. It kind of kicked me out. I'll try to catch you or whatever. But like, it's not dangerous. I promise. And you're much shorter, so it probably wouldn't hurt you if you fell a little bit anyway. So. I'm just, I'm physics.
All right. I do this. You go look at that book.
Okay.
I know you.
I
Don't
mean,
do
you're
things.
smarter than I am. I'll look at it, but it's all
I
finger
watch
paintings to
it.
me.
All right. So you're gonna step in.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, as you step in, the same thing happens. You feel extreme calm fall over you, and you're teleported away, and you see the same things that Tercel saw. Okay, so since you already heard them, I'm not going to repeat them off, but I'm going to repeat or explain the differences in what you see. From your perspective, you see that as the city starts to change, that it's not just the city that's changing. You notice that the people who are missing are still there, but they're not the same people. You can actually see that they are the black creatures inside of them. And you see that the people who are armed are trying to keep those people away. You see that people have these little needles that Evelyn had and constantly are checking each other with them. And you see that when they
The
go,
ones that aren't black.
yes, when everyone went to the oasis to seal it off, that yeah, there is the group of knights and the hooded figures there, but there were also humans there. The remnants of that city were there, and when they could cast the thing, they all disappeared. And then the fire erupted outwards and burnt the city, turning it into a desert.
So the natures of the humans were formed into these black creatures.
No, it's the same as when they infected you almost, and people were starting to be turned by these things, and the doppelgangers were starting to spread through the city.
Okay. So the black creatures were the doppelgangers?
Yes,
Okay.
as you've noticed that the little worm things, when they attach you, they make a doppelganger copy of you, and your form shrivels away.
Right. But they would look human, not like
Yes.
these black creatures.
Yes, but you're able to, in this vision of the past, you're able to tell that some of them were doppelgangers. You could see the black pulsiness underneath the human skin.
But some wouldn't change form, they'd just be their black creature selves.
No, you are able to see them in this vision. Even though they look humanoid, you can tell which ones are. For some reason, you have this ability to see them. Are you understanding?
But you said that when Tersal had the vision, he saw the black creatures.
No, Tercel just saw humans. He heard the black creatures scream when the fires burn.
Okay. Okay.
You're actually seeing that for some reason.
Okay. Do I catch sight of this trickster at all
No,
in these visions?
no.
All right. So it kicks me out.
Yep. And yeah, you're on the stone floor. Didn't hurt. Tercel's right. You get less fall. So
Mhm.
Tercel helps you up. So
What'd you think of that?
It's very similar to that dream. But we're dealing with those doppelgangers.
Did you see the blast of light that like took all the doppelgangers out or whatever?
Yeah.
That was crazy. That had been a hell of a spell or ritual.
I'm just trying to figure out how the trickster is part of all of this.
Well, and the caretaker acted like either maybe the trickster is trying to be forgotten or they're trying to forget the trickster. But it seems like somebody's manipulating information to keep us from learning more about it specifically. I think he even referred to it as a she.
Mm-hmm. You call it a she. Come look at this book. Maybe like you have a better angle at looking at it since I'm so short.
Okay.
It might work like these orbs because I can't change the page.
Yeah, let's go check out this book.
I'm gonna go to the lectern.
all right, so you guys go and you look at the book. Tercel, you see the same thing. It is a street you guys were on. And like I said, it almost seems like this picture is lifelike, like it's moving, but it's not. It just you get that sense, and you can see people going about their daily lives. Roll a investigation check on it.
18.
18. So as you stare at this picture, you notice that one person in this picture has the silver armor you have seen, and the rest of them are just all regular people.
And so I'm not in this image. I'm just watching
looking
it
at it.
kind of do its thing.
Well, like I said, it feels like it's a moving image. It's like you can almost sense like how beautiful of a day it was. You can hear the voices of children playing, all that. Like it fills your head like it's alive, but it's not. Like it's just a still picture, but looking at it, you get like all your senses kick in.
Um, are there any more of these, or was this the end cap thing you were talking about, or is this?
No, this is just one book that was on a pedestal.
Oh,
Kind of like the orbs are all in.
Yeah.
so
This is
maybe
just
flipping
one
the
book that you
spine. Does it look like I could maybe find it
you
before or
can't move the
after or
book.
anything? Oh,
Yeah, you try to move the book, it doesn't move.
can't turn pages or anything.
Nope. Nope, they're
Alright.
stuck. It's stuck on this page.
I wonder what the significance of the one guy inside. Maybe that was just the good days. They didn't need a whole lot of guys in armor, and compared to the visions we've seen, where it was like everybody was in fucking armor if they were alive, or to some degree. They're just showing the
So
piece of it all.
It's not doing that orb thing that I did to you. The orbs did.
No, it didn't. Not like the orbs, man. That was some detailed. I've never seen anything quite like that, but I won't want to talk about that anymore. But there's more orbs back there.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna get that checked out. I'm sure it's nothing, but like we might want to look through those orbs and see if there isn't one that is more informative to our current situation.
let him look for orbs. I want to go down that aisle where that book is. I'm looking for, like history of the sanctum, inner sanctum, oasis. I'm just looking for something.
Um, you won't find anything on it in there. You find books on everything else but that. Both the Oasis and the Sanctum have nothing written on them.
I go broader. I'm gonna look for portals to hell.
You won't find any in this section, no. Tercel, what are you doing?
I'll go back to the orbs. I'm thinking. I don't know. What would I like to know more about? I think if we looked up information or tried to find more information on the ritual they were attempting to, they had a time limit on or whatever. So I guess I'd see if there's any indication of the dragons and or ritual or something along those lines.
All right. Roll an investigation check. And since you're doing specific, I will let you do it at advantage.
So that is a dirty 20.
All right. So yeah, going back to that section where there's tons and tons of orbs, and like I said, there are shelves with orbs sitting on little like holders.
Think of Harry Potter, and then
Yeah, kind of like the room of memories and shit where there's all those orbs.
Oh yeah.
So you really like your mind is focused on trying to find out more about the dragons and on the ritual. You are pulled to one area, and there are 3 orbs sitting on a shelf that are kind of drawing your attention. So I will have you roll a d6. 1 and 4, 2 and 5 and 3 and 6 are going to be the same number.
Okay. Cocked. 3.
3. All right. So the 3 orbs are in front of you. You go to the one that is on your far right. Okay. And you look at it and you see a silver dragon on moving around in it. But the silver dragon has a weird sickness to it. Like some of its scales are black and kind of rotty. And it has like teeth that have like black gums. And one of its eyes is completely white, as where the other one is completely blue.
Hmm. Um, and so what's the orb trying to show me? Just the presence of
That's
this
all you're
guy?
seeing without touching the orb. Like again, it's
Oh,
the
okay.
YouTube preview. That's all you kind of see on that preview.
I'm touching the hell out of that orb.
All right, so as you place your hands on the orb, this time, even though you feel kind of calm, knowing what's going to happen, you also get a sense of pure dread as you get pulled into this. All right, so again, this is going to be a Tercel only thing. All right, so you feel your body being pulled into this orb, and having done this once, you're braced for it now. So you go from that free floating down to kind of like just floating in the room, and you watch as this very sickly dragon kind of like is limping, and it starts to twist its body, reshaping itself into a human. Um, it takes on the form of a probably about teenage girl. And in its human form, yes, it is one side of its body is seeming to decay, and then, but it's not like rot. It is more like some kind of parasite is bonding with it, it walks over to like long box, and inside that box are thousands and thousands of little eggs. And it places its hand over them, just kind of motherly like, and shuts the lid and takes the box in its arms and kind of walks outside. And as you stand there watching it, the door open, you see that you are on a mountaintop. And you can look down, and there's a beautiful white city down
Gavin.
there. And then poof, you're pushed back out of the orb. Gavin, get out.
Okay. I think we're on to something there.
Must have got raided.
I had mine open.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe side chat came in. If so, I didn't see. I'll go check real quick. I
I
mean, you got it
don't
on
see
right
anybody. I don't see anything.
Show anything. Mm-mm.
No, we're still. It's just our channel. It's on loud.
It's our channel on loud in the other room.
Oh,
Well, I don't know any of this, so.
Yeah, it's just
But Evelyn knows.
that monitor is loud. You don't know anything about what's going on.
That's why I said nothing. Evelyn might know something.
All right, so yeah, as you come out of that and you get that moment of rebonding with your body from it, you have those memories of what the orb showed you.
as we entered or exited the portal, what I refreshed my memory on the landscape. Was there a mountain over the city?
There was a mountain.
Oh,
on
that's
one
right.
side.
Yeah. Okay. So I could possibly make a connection that the sickly dragon / teen girl was looking upon this city.
You could get
Possibly.
that connection.
Okay. All right. Can I roll my d6 and look at the other two?
Sure. You only have 1 and 4 and 2 and 5.
All right. Rolled a 5.
All right. So that would be the middle orb. So as you look down on this middle orb, you see 2 people talking. But this orb's kind of shadowy. It's kind of like it's very fog filled. And you get a sense from it that this orb holds something very important, but not important for you. But you still could touch it.
I'm in. Let's touch it.
All right. So again,
Tersel's ADHD curiosity is fully
you get that
inflamed. Yeah.
pulled in. All right. As you come into this, you cannot understand this language. It is a very heated argument going on between 2 figures, and the way you're positioned, it's like their backs are always to you during this. And like I said, at first you just hear this screaming at each other in a language you cannot comprehend, and it hurts your ears to hear it. But after a few minutes, it seems to change into common. And the argument is between 2 women. And one of them is screaming at the other one about betrayal. How could you do this to us? How could you do it to our people? What is this going to do for you? And the other one screams back, Mother, you never trusted me. These people never trusted me. Fuck them. And then you're kicked out of the orb.
So they were humanoid, definitely weren't dragons.
You couldn't tell. They're cloaked, and like I said, no matter what angle you went to, it seems like their backs always turned towards you.
Gotcha. voices of any familiarity once they got to common?
Almost. It
Almost familiar.
seemed like one of the voices seemed very similar, but yet different. Like it's very close to a voice, but you can't
Hmm.
put your finger on it.
All right. Well, Tursel's just having a blast at this point, so he's gonna look at that the I guess the far left orb at this point.
When you go to look at this orb, it is completely black.
In a devoid of any effect black, or like it's just really dark inside the vision.
Like there's nothing going on in this orb. For some reason, it is completely blackened.
Can I touch it anyway, just to make sure I don't get pulled in?
You touch it and you don't feel anything. It feels like a cold glass orb. There's still a sense that something's there, but this orb does not want you to touch it. Like it's not going to let you interact.
Bet all
This
of the
point,
answers
I
are in that
walked
one.
Up to Tursel and Evelyn.
Huh?
At this point, I would have walked up to Tursel and Evelyn,
All right, so you've made your way back through all the windy bookshelves back to the orb
Not-
area.
not finding any information that's useful, and see what they have found, if anything.
Man, these orbs are something else, Sarah. These three in particular seem pretty intriguing. One of them has
Is that
a dragon.
Dragon?
Yeah, like a sickly dragon, and she transforms into human with this like big crate of these disturbing looking eggs, and she's like on top of the mountain that like we saw when we came in before the creepy mummy sandstorm chased us into the city.
Hmm.
You remember that big mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the end of the orb that kind of shows this dragon slash human carrying thousands of eggs to
And we know that dragons normally that can transfigure into humans do.
Both of you would know enough through lore and childhood to understand that, yeah, some dragons can polymorph into humans. And you would also know general dragon, because it's a pretty common place, especially, druids would know certain things, and Tursil being a well-traveled
that would be concerning.
soldier. Huh?
It wouldn't be something that would be concerning.
No, it would be a commonplace knowledge that dragons can polymorph into humans. They can also polymorph into sheep and chickens and other things. So
Weird. Evelyn, did you look at any of these?
she said, "No, I've just been making sure that he comes back safely."
yeah. So
Does
the
he
the
go
first one
somewhere?
had the silver dragon. The second one had two people arguing. I didn't understand what they were saying for the longest time, and then suddenly it kind of like turned into common. I could figure it out, and it was sound like like a mom and a daughter arguing about a betrayal or something. It was like something manipulated the memory. I couldn't really like some of these I can get like all the way inside of it, but this one like it always kept me on the surface.
And as you say
And
that,
then
you
that
kind of get the flash in your mind of how inside of it you can get into
right,
some
and
of
he like nervously scratches his ass and like um and that third one is just like
Raises his
it's like
stance again.
the third one's just off. It doesn't do anything when I touch it. Have we out of character, have we fully established that Evelyn's a dragon yet, or we just have very strong suspicions?
You guys haven't established that she's a
Okay.
dragon or a dragonborn or
She
anything.
said no when asked.
Yeah, you guys have
Yeah.
asked and she said no, and you guys have all rolled belief checks on it.
All
And
right.
all 100% believe that she
All
is not a
right.
dragon.
Okay. So,
See if
but yeah, I'll
Evelyn,
motion to those three. Those are the ones I've really looked at.
as I say, see if Evelyn, I'll be like talking to them both. she can get anything out of them that you couldn't.
Yeah. I'll kind of get out of her way so she can touch them if she wants.
I need to grab a dice. I didn't bring them in.
The DM who does not bring dice.
I probably was because I knew this would be a lot of storytelling.
It's not from a lack of dice either. We know he's got a bunch of them.
No, I knew that this session would be a lot of lore and storytelling, so I figured that I would not need to roll today. So let's see if Evelyn. She will not. Evelyn seems hesitant and doesn't want to touch them. Like she doesn't trust the orbs. So
And I'd be like, why not?
she just says something feels off about them. So she doesn't want to touch them.
You trying to hide something?
She says no. You can roll perception on it. On whether or not she's hiding something.
It's an 18 plus. Perception. 4.
You get a sense that she's afraid.
Alright. Could help us find this trickster. Whatever. I don't know how Evelyn's gonna take, being told that she's a coward.
She just kind of ignores it.
Not being helpful to get out of here. So clearly you don't care if we get out of here.
Like I said, you get a sense that something about these orbs scares her. Like there's some kind of fear that's pushing her away from wanting to touch them. So.
I can't force her to touch it.
Can I? I'm sure he's gonna say something cryptic. Can I take the black one that's not working at the time, and maybe bring it up to the caretaker and ask him what's up?
Hey, this one's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try that.
Okay, I'd like to try that.
All right. So you guys wander all the way back up to the front desk, and yes, the caretaker's there. He's wiping the counter down, making it look pretty. Just busy work for him. What would you like to say to him?
Hey, caretaker, I was perusing your orbs, which are amazing devices, by the way. The clarity is amazing, but I found 3 in a row, and this one doesn't seem to be working. Do you know why?
So he does 2 things for you here. First, he pulls out a small, imagine like a cat bowl sized metal thing, and places it on the wood very gently, and gestures for you to put the orb on top of it. Second off, he discreetly hands you a little pouch and just kind of winks at you.
Good looking out, buddy. Thank you.
So yeah, as he places the orb down on this thing, he looks at it and he goes, "This orb needs a key. One which you guys have brought with you, apparently." And he looks right at Sarah.
I pull out all my keys because
While Sarah goes through her inventory, I'm gonna go back.
I have pouch of keys.
She's got her bag upside down, just like shit's falling out.
No, I have a pouch that's just full of keys. I love
okay.
keys.
Nice. Maybe we'll get an answer from this thing. I thought it'd be like, oh, that one's been locked for ages. Nobody knows. Like, oh, thanks. Great.
Sarah is getting frustrated.
It's like a ton of exposition this session. I'm taking so many fucking notes.
Supposedly, I still have a key. Yeah, I had a key to box 21, which had the urn. So I used that key. We used the iron key. I'll just throw all my keys up on my phone.
So Sarah chucks a whole shit ton of keys up on the counter. And they rattle. And he kind of shakes his head. He's like, no, little one, not that. And his hand reaches down and pulls out your water flask.
Oh
And
yeah,
puts
we
it on
filled
the
that
counter.
up from the thing. Got our water from the sanctuary.
Yeah.
It's like holy water.
Ooh.
Or actually, when the hooded figure cast the spell and the lights came out, didn't that person turn
Turned
into
the
water?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's like the body of Dragon Christ.
Tip some water on the orb.
Drop of water hits the orb, and blinding white light fills the area. And all of you are pulled into the vision.
Oh.
Ooh.
With the exception of the caretaker. So, as the fire shoots out from what becomes the oasis, burning away the city, you guys see that the creatures that are out there, and you can actually see them. Like Terso, you just see other humans. You watch as they are burned away, but not all of them. Some had buried under the ground. Some had went inside and hidden in deep cracks and crevices. Some had went into the sewers of the city and avoided this burning blast that had went out, detonating across. Inside the center, the beginning point of that nova that detonated, stood one figure. And you watch as that fire, it emulates a dragon's form as it goes out. But then as the light dies inside of it, it gets sucked into the ground into a small gem. And from that gem, that's where the spout of water sprinkles comes out, and that pool is formed. And that person was no longer there. I want you all to roll a perception check.
17.
9.
High enough. Well, this is kind of an in your face, but you're all pulling back at that image there of the person who is sacrificing themselves. You see that it is a dragon that is giving up its life to make this sacred area. And as it's turning into human, and its dragon form and memories are being pulled away from it, you see Evelyn.
She's also with us.
Yes. And you see her life force, her memories, her thoughts all being pulled into that gem, with the humanoid form being kicked out and thrown to the ground. And then you guys were all kicked out of the orb.
And I'll turn and look at Evelyn.
She's just looking at you all bewildered too, because she doesn't know.
Wow.
We gotta find that fucking gem.
Then it would take away the oasis.
I don't remember any water fountain at the sanctuary. There was water, but I don't recall there being any, turbulence or whatever. We could still be out there.
But if we take the gem, what happens to the oasis?
It's a good question. What's the point of the Oasis if this place is still around? Unless they're connected somehow.
And I'll
But
ask
if
the caretaker. I'll be like, are the Oasis and the Inner Sanctum connected?
Yes, of course they are. The inner sanctum stands for when balance is restored. The armor of the troops shall be returned to them, along with all the knowledge they left behind.
hmm,
Tercel, you did not see all the people in your vision, but Sarah did. Sarah, what happened to all the people that were inside the Oasis? Or what would become the Oasis?
They disappeared.
Okay. The inner sanctum, as he's detailing to you, is a place where everything, all the art, the knowledge, their weapons, their armor, all their lives of this city were stored to keep it from being destroyed.
During the blast.
Yes.
Okay.
They kept it separate from the Oasis so that it would always be safe.
Well, we need to get Evelyn with that gem.
well, assuming that doesn't reverse her sacrifice, and then, you know what I'm
She'll be
saying?
back
Like,
to 1, and then everybody else would be coming back too.
at the very least, we should see if we can find that gem. If it looks like it's integral to the sanctuary surviving, but if that's the last thing keeping all this balance, all the evil from taking over or whatever, then we don't want to interrupt that.
There's still evil out there.
Yeah. So maybe we need to find out
It might have
whatever the
destroyed a lot of them, but it didn't destroy all of them.
so maybe we need, instead of, I don't know. That's a lot to think about. So the caretaker mentioned that these are connected and they need to restore the balance before they can return all of the things to the city. I think we'd maybe leave the gym alone and try to find the yin to the yang, like whatever's the source of evil.
The
If you want
trickster.
to, right? Or, this is a bit of a tinfoil theory, but if the one vision I saw had the humanoid with 1,000 of eggs looking over the city, could have been the
They
trickster.
didn't look like dragon eggs.
They didn't look like dragonades. They looked. I forget what the description was.
So
Said thousands of eggs. I'd like to think a dragon egg's probably too fucking big to be thousands of eggs in a box a
be
human
like
could
5
handle.
max.
Right.
Um,
And then the dragon turned human looked like they were infected. Like I've seen plagues, I've seen stuff where the form is attached to the human and not symbiotic, but it was feeding off the human without killing it. It reminded me of that, I assume.
I wonder if that's our trickster.
Well, do you remember when you got hit with that thing? That's kind of how it did its thing, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it just kind of attached itself to you.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it wasn't the trickster as an entity, but like maybe like the second orb had an argument between a mother and a daughter of whatever. It was kind of cloudy, but like maybe somebody was pissed off and scorned and happened to get infected at the same time, and that anger fueled a very horrible set of circumstances or
Manifested
something.
into evil person.
So maybe we need to find the daughter of it all, or the mother. I don't know.
I'm thinking that's the trickster.
And the caretaker said that the
Evelyn
trickster was
is
trying to
mother.
be forgotten, you know, and so maybe that's what's clouding the vision. And ooh, maybe we could take more of that water to that second one and I can get a better picture of those two. Do you have any more of that water?
It just took a drop, and you have some too.
Oh yeah, I want to go run back to the orbs like a excited little child
It's
with my
so
scale mail
unlike
clinking and my
Tercel. And I'm
shield
just
banking
like,
against my.
I'm here for this.
Like, I mean, he feels smart for the first time in like the last 10 years. He's like, fuck, this is awesome. Like,
All right. So you're gonna pour a drop of water on that orb?
yeah.
All right. So again, Tercel, you're the only one going into this one. So this is only what you'll see. So again, you're pulled in, and it's like someone rewound the video. It's the exact same scene, except for this time, yes, you can see their faces. So the one that is screaming and yelling and says, fuck them, mother, is the young girl from the other one. Her face is very much, it's been like infected. So you can tell that it is almost like a symbiotic parasite merged with her. As the other one turns, you see Evelyn's face. And then you are kicked out of the orb.
All right. So I'm assuming you guys didn't run after me. So
I did.
in the distance, you hear ching, 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 ching.
I'm
Okay.
with you because I'm super
Oh yeah,
excited. to
they
see
all
this.
ran after you because you were like
Oh.
super like childlike.
Right. Like,
I
oh, we
was
got to
super
see what this asshole's up to. Like, oh, it worked. It cleared up the thing. And I saw the two people arguing, and one was the girl from the first orb, the vision with the girl standing over the thing, and the other, and he kind of points to Evelyn and realizes that he's about to like trauma dump on her a little bit. Be like,
right. Outer.
one was Evelyn. You were arguing with somebody that called
Daughter.
you mother, yeah, or you called her daughter.
She's like, looks at you like complete shock, but she's like, that's impossible. I don't have any children. I'm not a dragon. I've never been here before.
Yeah, but you remember from the vision we shared, like you got separated from your own memories. Sorry, I'm really excited. Don't let me steal all the yeah. Like I haven't seen a door in 24 hours. I'm so stoked right now.
As you say that, a door appears next to you.
Right. It's like son of a bitch.
No, no doors magically appear. You've actually went through many doorways today and
Yeah.
solved a puzzle on opening a door.
Anyway, I think, Evelyn, your daughter is the trickster. You all right there, Grace?
We just watched the cat go bloop off the side.
Ugh.
She like woke up and rolled over and forgot that there was a cliff. Come here. Come on.
And you may not remember, but I think the trickster remembers who you are.
Grace was just like, what are you people doing?
It seems you made a sacrifice to save this town and its people from your daughter.
She just kind of, she's looking into this is a lot for her to take in, so she doesn't actually 100% know how to handle this. But she kind of just, she's just standing there, kind of in shock. She's like, but none of this makes sense.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. Totally get that. And we
How
can't
do we
explain
get
it,
in
but you've
touch?
got to admit that there's been some pretty funky things happening. Like you recognizing, you know, the armor piece. Like I saw a lot of familiarity there. Like maybe you'd seen it before. And you obviously knew all about the child room and the medical. Like, there's. I'm just. I think. I think. I think there's a chance this is us. I think this is you.
I'm gonna look at the caretaker and be like, "Is there any way?"
Oh, the caretaker's not with you guys because you guys ran down to the orbs. He's still up at the front desk.
No, I thought we ran. He ran back.
No, I was going to, but you guys
You
followed me.
said
so-
you guys followed him because he was acting childlike and happy, which is not true.
I
So
thought he had ran back and we ran with him. But
no. He was saying he was going to run back because he didn't think you guys followed him. But no, you guys followed him. You're all back at the
Well,
orb.
I will venture to the caretaker and be like, "Is there any way?" Because I know dragons live for practically ever. How we can get in touch with these silver dragons?
They have been gone for thousands of years.
Not dead, just gone.
They may be dead. We don't know.
So, um, so in the last vision, talking to the caretaker, in the last vision, we saw the sacrifice. We saw the gem created. Do you know anything about that gem? Does it still exist? Is that
The gem
what
is
do you
the
know?
heart of the oasis.
It's still there. Once we get, I think once we combine the gem with Evelyn, the oasis is gone. But possibly everything that disappeared will be back. So the people, the dragons.
Man, I'm nervous about that one. Um, okay, so not asking the caretaker for the full thing. Maybe Tersa will explain what he's learned in the last hour or whatever. Like, do you recall this humanoid daughter figure doing something with those eggs? Do you remember that day in the past?
He goes, I was not there for that, but the plague that was released on our land is rumored to come from a young woman.
Do you
And
happen
this
to
is the curse
remember?
that you talk of?
Hmm?
This is the curse that you talk of?
Yes. The day that the sun split into three was supposed to remove this curse, but it didn't. Unfortunately, the trickster had too many children at that point.
And
So
now it's
Tersel's
affecting our life.
trying to think of like a, you know, in like a medical sense, if you're trying to track down a plague, you'd try to find patient zero, or like a location where the plague initiated. Does he have any memory of that? Tersa would be asking him questions.
Again, I was not here for all of that, but I believe there may be something that can help you. And he starts wandering down one of the long aisles.
And follow him like a lost puppy. Like,
All right, so yeah, as you make your way,
I will be asking Evelyn how she feels if we were to try to combine her with the gem. If this is all true, that is you, you know.
she looks and goes, it's a lot of ifs for something that could kill me.
I don't think a gem would kill you.
The
This is
last
coming
time it
from
was
the
activated,
halfling.
it burned a whole city to the ground.
That was the ritual. That wasn't the gem. We split into this humanoid form and this gem.
She's still just kind of looking at you like, it's a lot of ifs.
Welcome to my world.
All right, so Tercel, as you're following Puppy Dog, like you guys go deeper and deeper into the inner sanctum. And there are orbs everywhere. So you're catching little glimpses of, everything. Nothing that really sticks out. But you come to another one of those stone sections. He's like, this might or might not help you. But be
Tercel has no reservations. He may not even listen to what he has to say.
Well, he says, be warned, you might not come back from entering this one.
Okay, that might stop him. He's like almost got a foot in. What do you mean not come back? Aren't these just visions? Like,
this one has a touch of evil to it that we cannot cleanse. So we try to avoid ever going near it even.
Well, you have Paylor. That's what I say.
yeah. The last time I stepped in one of these, or I guess we both have at this point, it wasn't like I disappeared. I wonder if it's like a Star Trek beam where you just pull somebody out of it, if they'd be clean and clear.
Or it could be your mind is trapped in there forever.
Right.
Like a Star Trek thing.
I feel like we gotta know.
I think you have the guidance of Paylor. I think it would probably be the safest for you. Because you could always call
Happily just like, yeah, go.
You could always call on Paylor to help.
She's like pushing on the back of my knees, like get your ass in there. We gotta know.
No.
So meta thought. Never mind, that doesn't work. It might. So in the realm of trying to provide strength to your brain, that would be Constitution, right?
I do have a spell.
To kind of something like willpower or something.
I can enhance your ability.
I know, I have the same spell.
Or I can give you resistance. And I could do a protection from energy, which I doubt that will work. But
I'll go ahead and let you all know now so you guys can stop trying to look up
enhance
spells.
ability will last an hour.
There's no spell or counterspell for what it is. It is a percentile chance that you are stuck in the memory. There's no counter to it.
There's no con save or anything.
No. It's think of it this way, quantum leap. You have a chance of never leaping back. I will tell you
We got to know though.
I'll tell you the chance is actually really low though, so
That doesn't mean anything.
So Tersa's gonna turn around, stop pushing me, and take the hammer of Pelor that he's taken for the moment. Be like, hang on to that for a second. I don't want to get charged for something I don't have. And he's gonna go ahead and hop into the pedestal or whatever.
all right. So as you step into this, you still feel that calm, but you actually feel greater dread as a voice that you've heard before enters into your thoughts. And you hear this skeletal, raspy voice say, "So we have a deal then?" And a young female voice responds, "Yes." And as it all shifts, you see the skeletal image of the Lich that you were all wanting. And that is where we're going to end today, guys.
Damn. Well
Lich.
done, sir. That was awesome.
I have been building up this. I have been building up these plot twists to lure it all together for so long.
That was like some Critical Role cliffhanger shit there. And we're not gonna have a session next week. What the fuck?
There will be no session next week, so 2 weeks of this.
That
You
is
guys.
I knew I should have bought a premium membership. Fuck.
So yes, we will be gone for next Sunday. There will be no D&D, so we're going to leave on this cliffhanger here, as Tercel is now inside the memory of the moment the bargain was struck between the unknown silver dragon, is it the trickster, who knows, and the lich Akatosh. You guys have been battling since day one. I love how I tie it all together. The DM webs.
The DM webs.
So, all right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We are not. Well, I'll see if Axiomat's on. I was gonna say we're probably not gonna raid out today, but I'll go see real quick. So give me a minute on that. If not, we'll be back. We'll discuss things.
I'll be right back.
So yes, we will be raiding out to Axiomat. I'm gonna go click that button.
I get a P2. I'll be right back.